This segment is sponsored by Western Governors University. Technology has transformed the education space by expanding access to higher education to diverse student populations. Advancements in affordable internet and digital tools have made learning more equitable. And here to tell us more, we have Dr. K.L. Allen, who is the Regional Vice President Northeast of Western Governors University. Welcome to Great Day, Washington. Great to have you back.
Hey, great to be here, Ellen. Miss you. How have you been doing?
Pretty good. I'm excited to get to talk to you, dive more into the programs that you offer. I know you emphasize the importance of affordable and accessible technology for your education. How have you seen that change the education space?
Good question. And as much as we want to get away from the pandemic, I think the pandemic taught higher education a lot. It turned us on our heads. And luckily, we've been a nonprofit online school since 1997, but it showed the need for more online programs, the flexibility for it. Even though there are still barriers for the rural communities to get access to technology, we have online access scholarships, and it also just allows for people to be more flexible to complete their degree program. And so we're excited that we can offer as many people as possible education, and hopefully other higher ed institutions also catch on to online education as well.
I love that you've leaned into it, that you hear and see the need, and so you're going for it. You have a competency-based education model. How does that work?
Yeah, people always ask that question, what is competency-based? Yeah. So we're not focused on seat time. You can sit in a class for 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 12 weeks, but also if you have that knowledge, we want to focus on mastery of that skill. So once you master that skill set, you can move forward. So if you think about someone that's been out of school for a significant period of time, if they're familiar, it allows them to ease into the process. If there's a business owner, or if there's someone that needs to become a nurse by a certain period of time, our goal is to make sure it's a rigorous program, but it's flexible, and it's also going to suit into your time frame.
Okay, I'm glad you mentioned flexible, because the flexibility of your programs, that's a big selling point for a lot of people who are interested in studying there. How do you ensure with that flexibility, they still stay on track and they get to the end of the road?
Most people have seen our commercials, test around, your schedule and so forth.
Yes.
While that is true, flexibility is key. But what's most important is that we keep you on track. Our program mentors work with our students on their journey to ensure they don't just start that journey, but they walk across that stage. That's the culmination. And so with that flexibility, you can continue to work, take care of family needs, but it's also important that you upskill yourself at the same time.
Okay, you use data to help make sure that they are on track? How does that work?
Higher ed institutions, you have to keep up with the data. What are your persistence rates, graduation rates, your placement rates? We take all of this information, such as what are our partners? Are our partners satisfied with us? We want that feedback so we can become better for our students as well as our community. So higher ed institutions, we have to use that data so we can always improve ourselves.
Yeah, you'll be studying it, see where you can make those improvements.
Indeed.
I know it helps students. You also help the general community and in a wider perspective. How does that happen, that you're lifting everyone up?
I look at it like this, from removing generational barriers. If they see their child go to school, they see their parent, their aunt, they then are uplifted and say, hey, I can do this as well. We know all the career statistics about if you get a bachelor's degree or a master's degree, how that helps you in the future. But we want to make sure your rural community, urban community, you have the ability to go through school, and we remove those barriers for you. And so that's why I tell people, if you're thinking about school, make sure you take a look at WGU.
Yeah, every time you're on, I'm like, I gotta go
Indeed.
Explore the programs. I'm sure everyone else is. Thank you, good to see you again. If you are thinking that exact same thing, for all of this information and more, you can always head to wgu.edu.